Hey, we all know how we're gonna die, baby. We're gonna crash and burn.
Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to be doing a comic book haul that was previous to Christmas, like the last couple weeks of December. I picked these books up. One was back a little bit further, but we're going to start off with the lead here. I say it all the time, and I always try to, at the beginning of the year, try to put out a video about counting pages, because I wanted to become the norm. Especially from specifically 1960s to like the early 80s books. That you can't read, but standard books, like just normal comics, we need to like make page counting a habit. Because I see too many people like just hand over hundreds of dollars and not even freaking take the book out of the bag and look at it. This book was like $23. I didn't take it out of the bag because all the shops around here are pretty much reputable, and so I didn't have any worries about it. They already put it on the thing and said, you know, what was missing on here, and we'll go over that in a second. But it's always just a good habit to get into. I mean, that's your money, man. So with these books, you always just want to make sure they're divisible by 4. So, you know, if you get something like, you know, 18 pages, you know, it's not you can't divide it by 4, you know what I mean? Like, so it has to be either 16 or 20. So always remember that too, because, you know, somebody could take like a razor and just cut out part of the page, and you might not even know. So it's, like I said, it's always wise just to do a complete page count. And plus it gives you the interior here. Like this got the Florida tan going on here. But we'll count the pages here. So we got 1 page. We don't, I mean, if you want to count both sides, I don't do that. I just count 1 page. Got 2 pages. So this gives you an opportunity. Like some of this stuff was cut out. I mean, I've cut stuff out of comics too, you know, so just another thing to look for. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we just counted 8 pages. Now we see the staples. So we know at least the first half of this book is legit. So we're going to count we got to make sure we got 8 more pages on here. That'll give us, you know, 16 or 32, whatever you want to, if you want to count every side. But we'll just do 1. So here's the problem right here. The Marvel value stamp is missing, and I don't got that great of a memory, so I can't remember every book that had a Marvel value stamp, or even sometimes what years. I know it's like, you know, spread out through a couple years, but always this caught the. I would have caught this if I was just buying this, you know, some dude in the flea market or whatever. So we'll start back over here again. So we got 1. And this works for DC too. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're counting the ads too. 7. And it should be the last page. 8. So, you know, 16 total pages. 13 if you count, or 32 if you count both the back and the front of each one. So that everything's divisible by 4, or divided by 4. You can do. You know, 36, but if you want to count the cover itself, it's 40, you know, or sorry, 32, there'd be 36 total. So, but anyways, regardless, yeah, I've been waving the flag for at least majority of the time I've been on YouTube. And I just keep seeing people, and I've shown it before. I don't have it readily available. I'd show it again, but I was ripped off, and that was it for me, man. I was like, I'm counting everything over $20 that's between that time frame. Most modern books, nobody's cutting anything out of there. I mean, most of the time they get right in plastic. They barely even get freaking read. You know what I mean? But they have a, you know, and this is a pretty decent copy too. I mean, it's not the greatest, but. See, you can see right there, stamp cut out. So it even tells you, it says it out in the back too. That's how, you know, reputable shops should be, you know. So it's just awesome that I have so many shops around here that are pretty cool. Next up, I picked up what issue is this? 108. So I picked up Dick Tracy, issue 108. I think this is from the 50s. Let's see. I was surprised about that comic authority because that must have been literally when this started coming out. So let me see when this came out. 1956. So. But yeah, just some classic Dick Tracy. But yeah, with the Chester Gold painted cover, you can't go wrong. I have not a decent collection. I got a couple issues of Dick Tracy back from the 50s, and I think I got one from the 40s. And it's one of those books I pick up. I mean, because you can find them usually pretty cheap. And like I said, I paid $6 for this one. Speaking of Golden Age, this is I guess a return from the Golden Age, but this is Shazam, issue 28. The return of Black Adam. This book was pretty hard to get for a while, especially during the COVID era, when the movie was coming out and stuff that The Rock starred in. But now I found this for, I think I got it for $17. Pretty decent condition. Glad to have it in my collection finally. Yeah, because I remember this book was just like, even low grade, I couldn't find a copy because I wanted the one, for my collection. But this is my second time buying this book. This was in really nice condition, or not really nice condition, but it was enough to, I paid $1 for it. So this was another one of those books that are almost impossible to get when the show was going on and all this stuff. I mean, you couldn't even touch this book for under like $40. Now I picked it up for $1. Yeah, I own multiple copies of issue 100 because Negan's one of my favorite characters. So this is the second printing, and it's the first appearance of Negan in comics before he became a big crybaby on the TV show. Ended up picking this up, Marvel Spotlight issue number 13. This featuring Marvel Spotlight on the Son of Satan, issue number 13, we'll call it. But yeah, just a cool Ramita cover. Always like that these books, especially from like that era, just like you got a pentagram on there. But yeah, I think I paid $10 for this book, so it wasn't too bad. I mean, I got the first appearance. I think his first appearance was Marvel Spotlight issue number 12. I think I got that one last year, or the year before. I should say 2024. So it's nice to get this copy, this one, and it's in nice condition too. So except for up here. Last but not least, it's not in the greatest condition, but I'm glad to have this in my collection. I think I paid $43 for this, $45 maybe. But it's The Flash, issue 117. Got this dude David wrote his name on here. I'm assuming he doesn't work or didn't do anything in his book. But yeah, with books like these, you always you can always find like kids' names written on them. Like you're afraid somebody's gonna steal it. But yeah, this is the first appearance of Captain Boomerang, so I took it in this condition. And it's got its issues, of course. It's hanging on by a thread on the staples, but that's cool enough for me. I'm satisfied with this copy. I'm trying to get like all the classic villains from this era. Black Manta is one villain on my list, and I'm trying to find a copy of the first appearance of that. Of course, Sinestro is another one I'm trying to get, but that's for my Green Lantern run. But I'm getting a pretty decent Flash run from the Silver Age going too, so we'll see how that goes. I keep finding Flash books, so like I said, I collect. I said a couple of videos ago. I collect the A-listers. So Superman, Batman, Flash, Green Lantern. Those guys are always, especially the Silver Age stuff. I really enjoy like the Silver Age Green Lantern and the Flash stuff, Superman stuff also. Batman, I'm not my favorite era. Of course, the 80s are my favorite era of Batman, 80s through the 90s. But I do enjoy the Silver Age Flash and Green Lantern stuff. All right, and lastly, this is a book off the shelf I picked up at the my local shop. I got a couple Spawn issue, and I got like a Hulk book or something. Or no, I didn't get the Hulk. I got a Spawn, and I got Gunslinger. So I don't even show that stuff anymore. It's just but I do show the stuff that I picked up it's not on my pull list. And I picked up the Savage Sword of Conan. This is the Liam Sharp cover. So Liam Sharp did the artwork in this for one of the stories in this book, and it's I highly recommend it. Go buy this stuff off the go out and buy it right now. But Liam Sharp is just one of those. He's one of my favorite artists of this time, and you can just tell, man. Like, so he did the story on this too. Yeah, he's the writer and the artist. So I mean, you get 50 pages of this. Just insane artwork. Even if you don't like Conan or anything, I mean, you gotta really. I'm gonna show you just like 2 more pages of this. Let's see if I can show some good stuff. Just sick that this is being released now. Because most modern comics, I mean, there's like literally no detail in the background or anything like that. But he's just he's on a whole nother level. Yeah, that's just, these splash pages are just sick. So definitely recommend picking up this at your local shop. They should still be on the shelf because it got released. I want to say, yeah, it got released maybe in December, late November. So most shops that carry new issues, that keep them there for a couple months or something, like on the shelf. That should definitely be able to find this. There was 2 covers. This is just the Liam Sharp cover, but definitely highly recommend picking it up. Highly recommend picking up anything Liam Sharp does. He's doing a medieval Spawn series too, and if you don't even like Spawn, I'd highly recommend that too. So, all right, guys, thanks for checking this video out. I really appreciate it. We'll talk to you next time.